this idea that skills and strategies are more important than building kids' substantive knowledge in the elementary years. The assumption has been that this is the way to boost scores on reading tests. And so what you've got is a real marginalization of anything but reading and math from the curriculum. But if you look at what cognitive scientists know about how reading comprehension works, what's really crucial is how much relevant knowledge the reader has to the text. So it's not that you can never ask a student, what's the main idea of this passage, or can you make an inference? It's a question of what's put in the foreground. There was a famous study called the baseball study, which took a bunch of 7th and 8th graders, and the idea was to see what is more important to reading comprehension. Is it general skill, or is it knowledge of the topic? They divided these kids into 4 groups depending on how well they had done on a standardized reading comprehension test and how much they knew about baseball. They gave them a passage to read about baseball and tested their comprehension of that passage. And they discovered that what really made the difference was knowledge of baseball. And even the quote unquote poor readers who knew a lot about baseball scored significantly better than the quote unquote good readers who did not know about baseball. So knowledge is like Velcro. Kids who start out with more knowledge and vocabulary are in a better position to then absorb and retain even more knowledge and vocabulary because they have a context, they have that other half of the Velcro. And that enables them in turn to read more complex text. But the other kids are falling farther and farther behind every year. They're reading simpler text, and they're also less likely to be able to retain it because they don't have that other half of the Velcro. So what happens is that these gaps grow larger as time goes by. Kids get to high school and suddenly they're expected to read a textbook on world history, and they just don't have the background knowledge. And it's not that they can't learn those things. It's that they have never been taught those things in a way that's likely to stick. And it puts them at a tremendous disadvantage. So if you can start narrowing that gap earlier, if you start building knowledge in elementary school, you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck.